It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go! And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They toss to Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 70 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Let's go, defense.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Elliott, toss right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Prescott finding Witten, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. On second down, Ingram. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On third down, Mark Ingram. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 74 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now. Throwing again, sliding out of the pocket, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Prescott from the gun on third. That one complete. Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Kill. 47. Here we go, 47.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. After the sack on first down, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Now Jackson dancing to his left. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, it's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameis Olawale taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
He got 29 yards that time. Throwing, Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st down, Ingram. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Ingram again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4.